Hi, and welcome to the 7-Day E-Coach. 7 days and 7 simple steps that you can follow to achieve massive success in your life. Let's get started right away with day number 1, which is all about defining a definite major purpose for your life, or what we might refer to as a DMP throughout this course, definite major purpose. If you take a look around at any successful person, either now or anytime throughout history, you will find they all share a common bond, and that is they all had a definite major purpose driving the actions in their lives. Some of them were quite conscious of their major purpose, while others were unconscious of it, but they all had one. They had this DMP, this driving force that allowed them to achieve the success in their life. So the question we want to ask you today on the very first day of this program is, what is your major purpose? What is the driving force in your life that's going to direct and guide you through all the obstacles and all the hurdles that you're inevitably going to meet along the way to help you reach the levels of success that you want? Do you know what your driving force is? Do you know your DMP? If you're like most people in this world, you probably don't yet, and that's exactly why day 1 in this course exists, to help you define a definite major purpose. So what are some characteristics of a DMP to get your mind in motion here, to get you thinking about your own personal DMP? The first thing you want to consider is that a good definite major purpose, a defined purpose, is something that makes you come alive. It makes you feel excited and passionate. When you envision yourself participating in an action that is your purpose or your DMP, you feel inspired. You want to do more of it. In fact, you would do it whether you were paid to do it or whether you weren't paid to do it. The key thing is that it's important to you, and it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks about this purpose. As long as it drives you, you're on the right track. That's how you begin thinking about a DMP. Now, earlier I mentioned if you look around, most people don't have a definite major purpose defined for their life. And why is that? Well, the reason is that very few people in our world ever take a few minutes, just a few minutes out of a single day, to figure out what it is they actually want with their lives. They don't know what they want. In fact, most of us have been conditioned from such an early age to never even ask what we want, that we never even consider that we can get what we want. And that's the entire purpose behind defining a definite major purpose for your life, is to get you to tap into your wants, to your passions, and to your desires, so you can begin living your life and directing your life along that path. You see, a lot of people just assume that they can't get paid, they cannot make a living doing something that they're passionate about, doing something that they love. And most people in our world feel stuck in the job that they're currently in, and they really hate it. They don't enjoy doing it at all. Their underlying belief is that you simply can't get paid to do what you love. That's a pie in the sky kind of mentality. When you tap into your DMP, you start putting the forces in motion to make this actually become a reality, to change your beliefs and to start looking at your passions as a real opportunity, not just for something you do as a hobby, but to make an income with. When you ask yourself that question, ultimately what you're asking is, what's my purpose for being here? What's my ultimate purpose for being alive? Why am I on this earth? And that's a deep question. Not a lot of people want to go there, but when you do go there, you start unlocking real ideas, real passions, and real inspiration to do something big with your life. Obviously, this is not going to be an easy question to answer, so give yourself time. Don't get frustrated or upset if you start asking yourself these type of deep questions and you can't come up with an answer. Realize that it's a process. It's going to take time, and just allow yourself to get excited about it, excited about exploring what you could potentially be doing with your life, what your potential passions and interests are. As you start asking those questions, more and more answers will come into your mind. So having said all of that, we've talked about the importance of a DMP. We want to get you to create one for your life. So let's talk about the 4 simple exercises you can perform this week to get you to define your definite major purpose. First exercise, write down all of the passions in your life. No worries about categories or prioritization. Just what are you passionate about? You can think about hobbies. You can think about charitable things that you do. You can think about things that you enjoy at your job. Any kind of passion that makes you come alive, that makes you feel excited, write it down and get it into your list. Exercise 2. For each passion, sit down for just a few minutes and visualize yourself participating in that activity. How do you feel about the experience? Gauge that experience on a scale of 1 to 10. How passionately do you feel about it? How alive do you come? How excited do you get when you see yourself or you feel yourself in that experience? And write down the number for each passion that you wrote in exercise 1. Exercise 3. For any passion that you listed as a 5 or above in the previous exercise, ask yourself, what's the biggest and most exciting way I can express this passion? And if you need a hint, look around at other people who are a master at their craft, people who just love what they do and are world class at it, and look at them for inspiration. And the fourth and final exercise is to make a list of your wants. 20 wants that you have for your life. And it doesn't matter how you categorize them. But the idea here is to tap you into what you want out of life. Maybe you've just been stuck on what you have to do. Now it's time to think about what you want to do. So write down your list of 20 right now. Once you've completed all 4 exercises, you've tapped your mind for all aspects of your life regarding your definite major purpose. At some point when you complete it, write out a statement saying, "My definite major purpose in life is," and complete the sentence once you're done all 4 exercises. Once you've done that, you're ready to move on to day 2, and we'll see you then.